Hi, hope you guys are doing great and moving on by God's grace. Yeah, I'm so glad you guys are supporting me and everything is moving on. I'm so glad you guys. I salute you. Thank you so much and welcome back to my channel. Those who are new, please just drop your comments, subscribe. Welcome to the family for those who are new. And for the family members, hi guys, love you. I hope you're doing great. Yeah, as we continue on my channel, I talk about children in general, upbringing, growth and development, and all that. Today I just wanted to share with you, because you know that as a baby grows, it doesn't really matter nowadays the position of breastfeeding, though there are some who are like, I should give you some breastfeeding positions and blah blah blah. But I think that as the days go by, and you find that if as the child grows, the position really doesn't matter, because you know, like now you can see now here, my baby is so relaxing while breastfeeding. But when he was a little bit little, you could be very careful while holding. You have to hold very careful and things like that. But nowadays, it really doesn't matter the position. Sometimes even he can breastfeed while he's playing and he's kicking the legs and blah blah blah. Now he's not so busy with other things because he's so sleepy. This is his time to go to bed, so he's now breastfeeding to sleep. But you find that when, like, maybe during day, or when he's very sober, not sleepy, you find that he's jumping the legs, and the hands are active, the legs are active. He's so active. He breastfeeds, and he pulls the breast, and he's just. But at this time, he's so, like I say, he's so calm and he's so relaxing. Anyway, my point here is, it depends on the phase the mother is. If your child is between 0 and 3 months, then you have to be very careful on positioning your baby while breastfeeding. You have to hold your baby properly, because you know that's the time whereby the child can get those refluxes. It's the time the child can have a stomach gastric something when the milk just comes out. It's the time that the baby is so complicated at that time. So, and that's why even at this time I can even breastfeed, and sometimes even I forget to burp, but there's nothing that happens. But when the baby is between the age of 0 and 3, yeah, so I'm saying that the positioning doesn't matter at this point when the baby grows. But when the baby is still very young, the positioning of breastfeeding really matters because of complications. And even the mother, you have to be very careful while breastfeeding your baby when your baby is between the age of 0 to 3 months. You find that when you're holding your baby has to be in the right position. Because at this time I can even breastfeed while sleeping, I can breastfeed while I'm seated on the couch, I can breastfeed while I'm seated down. It really doesn't matter that much. But when the baby is a little bit little, it really matters, because now this one is now sleeping. He's sleeping but still breastfeeding. So I wanted to show how, but yeah, he's so sleeping and breastfeeding, so I don't want to disturb him. Let him just breastfeed as he's sleeping. But anyway, what I want to bring out here is, as a mother, please, it depends on the time your baby is. How old is your baby? When they are very little, you have to be very careful, because at that point anything can happen to your baby. Because you know that sometimes this one, if he sees that the milk is gulping too much, he leaves the breast and then he starts like coughing or something like that. But when the baby is too little, he cannot even do that. So as the mother, you have to be so careful. If the baby is gulping so much, then you have to remove the breast and then wait for the baby to rest for a short while, and then you continue breastfeeding. But at this point, it doesn't really matter. So that person was asking about positioning and things like that. It's okay. I'll show positioning, different positions for new moms to on how to breastfeed on different breastfeeding positions. But for now, I just want to say that at this time with my baby, the position doesn't really matter that much. He can breastfeed at any position and it becomes very, very okay with the baby, because there are no those complications as it used to be when he was a little bit younger. So on positioning of breastfeeding, I think there's no much that I can say on that, because for me, my baby is okay. But if your baby is a little bit younger, you have to be very, very careful, because like for this one, I can even sometimes he holds the breast on his own, because now he's just so sleepy. But at this time, sometimes he even holds the breast. So sometimes even my hand can just relax at it, because now he's just so sleepy. He can just hold the breast on his own. You see? He holds just on his own. But when the baby is too little, you cannot do that. You have to so what I was saying is that if you're so you have to be very careful as you're breastfeeding your little one, because for this one I don't have to really support the breast as that much. But when the baby is little, you have to really support the breast, because if you leave it, you can easily suffocate the baby. And that's why that's why I say when your baby is too little, like 0 month to 3 months, even breastfeeding while sleeping, it's not very safe, because of that if you just make a little mistake and you leave the breast to lay on baby's mouth, it can easily suffocate the baby, because you can block the nostrils and you can suffocate the baby. That's why they say that it's very important for a mother to support the breast. So you're supposed to really support the breast, don't leave it. But at this time, mine is now okay. If he was not sleeping at this time, you could find sometimes he holds the breast himself and things like that. So positioning and breastfeeding, it depends on the time of the mother, the age of the baby. When they're very little, your mother, you have to be very careful. But like when you're like this, oh, he's now full. So you see, he's now sleeping. Yeah, this body here has to now go and sleep. He's now satisfied, so he's now going to sleep. Yeah, anyway, so that's what I wanted to tell today is breastfeeding position. It depends on how old your baby is. Younger children, younger infants, or you're supposed to be very careful, but as they keep on growing, then things become fine. So hope you have learned something today, and hope you to see you in the next video. Thank you for your support, and bye for now.